Hey everyone, Biscord here, back for another spoiler video. And by the way, if you haven't seen the title or the thumbnail, this is a spoiler for the BNHA chapter 295. So with that disclaimer out, let's just discuss the important stuff that happens in this chapter in the form of Pew News, because I've been watching a lot of PewDiePie lately. Which actually kind of explains why I'm standing despite none of y'all being able to see me in my glory. 5k, like just 5k subs for a face reveal. But anyways,
Whipping all this double bitty chopper. We gon' got you bitches at the trapper. I can't trust you, okay, can you really trust? I can't trust you, okay, can you really trust? It don't mean to be like you're a nigga. I might fall in love with my trapper.
first story. Mr. Compress reveals his identity, his face, and a bit of his lineage. And damn, I gotta say, Atsuhiro Sako is looking pretty damn fine in this bitch. Pause! So, Mr. Compress reveals that he is the descendant of one of the greatest thieves in history by the name of Peerless Thief, aka Oji Harima, and he decided to follow in his footsteps, trying to become the most wanted thief, which I thought was really nice, but I'm still trying to figure out and try and use big brain to try and figure out how Mr. Compression or Mr. Compress's ideologies fit in with the whole Stain ideology. Like, how did Stain's ideology bring Mr. Compress into the League of Villains, seeing as how Stain's ideology preaches that society, specifically the Hero Association, needs correction because it's currently filled with so many corrupt heroes who don't have genuine, like, heroic hearts. So I'm kind of trying to figure that out. Sadly, this depth in his character was interrupted by Mirio Togata, aka Lemillion, aka
Double Sun Power!
Yeah, it was interrupted by him beating him up, and that leads on to next news. Todoroki versus Todoroki versus Todoroki. Todoroki, 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 and Todoroki, 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 Todoroki. Next. I'm kidding. Okay, so the Todoroki confrontation has ended, and it ended with a bang, okay? So if your favorite boy toy in the BNHA series is actually Shoto Todoroki, you may want to sit down for a second, because your favorite boy toy just got burnt. My nigga, you just got roasted! Yeah! Because the creator of the series just decided to be Gordon Ramsay and decide that this chapter was way too raw. With all of these new burn woods to Shoto, I'm honestly curious how he's going to look like after this. Which leads to next news. The Villain League escapes! Yeah, that sounded so cringe. But that's right, the Villain League decided to escape after a long and hard battle with a lot of casualties. The League of Villains just decided to retreat from the battle and somehow escaping in the clutches of Best Genus, which leads to the most interesting news and the highlight of this video. Next news! Izuku Midoriya gets kidnapped by the League of Villains. Yep, you heard that right. Izuku Midoriya. Let me say it one more time. Sit down and just process all of this thought. Izuku Midoriya gets kidnapped by the League of Villains. Yes, you heard it here, folks. What am I doing? But anyways, yeah. I'll say it one more time. One more time.
Oh my gosh.
Izuku Midoriya gets kidnapped by the League of Villains. Yes, you heard it here, folks. The main character has been kidnapped for the first time, but hopefully not the last time. Link to the video I made about Stain, just to find out more about what I'm talking about. Link will be in the description and in the card that's right above my head. But anyways, while the League of Villains was retreating, someone thought it was big brain to kidnap the heavily damaged Izuku lying on the battlefield. This way Tomura can get his strength back and then retry his attempt to try and steal the one for Oru. Not long before this happened, Izuku said, "You look like you need saving," to Tomura due to the all-for-one trying to take over Tomura's mentality. And honestly, Izuku must just shut the fuck up. I don't want that shit, okay? Talk no Jutsu should not appear in the My Hero Academia series, okay? It better not work on a man like Tomura, even though it's highly possible and it is in the realm of possibility. Personally, I just don't want that, but I'm not supposed to be given my opinion. So, next news. Izuku unlocks another one-for-all ability. Yeah, that's right. You actually kind of heard me correctly. Izuku has been unlocking these abilities so fast. He's unlocking it faster than any RPG game I've ever seen. These powers belong to the fourth user. Like, remember that one character that All Might was busy talking about, like the All for One for All users, where he said he didn't have enough information about this user, so he just scratched it out. And a few theories did suspect that this user was an evil one, and maybe All Might knew and just decided, let me not teach Izuku about this information. But yeah, we found out that Izuku has unlocked his ability, and this ability actually. This ability in itself is quite unusual, and honestly, it makes sense as to why all the previous One for All users have been dying very young, because these abilities that Izuku has been unlocking are very good on utility, but they aren't really good for like attack and defense quirks. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, just shut the fuck up. Stop rushing me, okay? Just stop rushing me, I'll tell you, okay? So you see, this latest ability that has been unlocked is Spidey Sense. Literally, it's the ability to sense danger in the area. So, yeah, with the ability of Black Whip to swing around, and now his newfound Spidey Sense, you cannot tell me that this guy is not Japanese Spider-Man. And it kind of makes sense because the creator of My Hero Academia does take a lot of inspiration from Western comics. So I dare you, change my mind and try and convince me that this guy is actually not Japanese Spider-Man. Actually, just don't do that. Shut up. I don't. Yeah, just don't. Okay? With that said, Izuku has to unlock 3 more quirks until he's completely mastered the One for All, which leads us to next news. This war arc has finally reached its climax. Well, it's reaching its climax, more like it's already reached there. Now, with the story finally wrapping up, leading us to decide who really won this arc. Personally, I think the villains have won this arc if they've kidnapped the main character. But it has us wondering what is left for the series, because Stain is yet to make a reappearance. And yes, he definitely is. I'm not just being a hopeful fish. The manga stated that All Might's meeting with Stain has been delayed, which means it was planned and it will definitely happen. But for now, let's focus on the characters within the war, right? Now, how will this work itself out? I can't really give my opinion, but I say, feel free to give me your opinion in the comment section, as I will definitely respond to it if it's respondable, of course. I can't just respond to a laughing emoji. Like, what am I supposed to say? Respond with another laughing? Okay, never mind. Let me not get sidetracked. But a lot has been covered in this one chapter, and it really shows how everything is leading up to some greater plot. And it's like the creator of the series was just like, alright, enough stalling. It's time for some real work. And with that said, you better sub to the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you know what's good for you, because I know where you live and I know where you sleep. With that, I will see you in my next video. This has been Biscord signing out. Bye.
Yeah.